So it's a new year, and whenever the new year rolls around, you know, like everybody, I like to take stock of my life, where I am in life, basically. And I'm really worried about my self-esteem and my morale in 2007. And one of the reasons for this is, even lately, my dreams have really sucked. You know, I'm okay with accepting reality for what it is, but when your fantasy life goes to hell, it's time to reevaluate. Like, here's an example, all right? I had a dream the other day, and a beautiful woman in the frame, she's like, I want to go upstairs and have all the wild sex with you if possible. And wow, that sounds great, right? And it pans back, and she's talking to like some other random guy. It's not even fucking me. And he's like, that sounds great, honey. Let me just get the check. Bartender. Then it pans over, and I'm playing the fucking bartender. Yeah, I'm like, it's on me, buddy. Enjoy the sex. Oh, I hope they make it. I mean, that's bullshit, right? My brain is the director of this dream, and I get a shit part with 3 lines? What the hell? My brain is a dick. That's not right. So, my parents can't drink. My dad doesn't drink. My dad has maybe had 2 beers in his entire life, if that. And maybe for an interesting contrast, growing up, you know, especially in my experimental phase, 12, 13, whatever it was, I remember once, and beyond, I remember once, me and my friends used to make videos. We did this like Sopranos drug movie thing, and I took like flour, I put little baggies, and you know, we did this whole thing. And so later that night, I'm a slob, I left everything all over the place. My dad comes up, I'm sitting there reading, he's like, Mark? What the hell is this? It's so special, you know, and I'm like, Dad, it's flour. It's flour. And then my dad, all of a sudden, becomes like Scarface. He like takes his coat pinky. He's like, oh God. I didn't even know what cocaine tasted like. You know, like he's a big flour man, loves the flour. And I think he ate all the evidence sometimes. I'm pretty sure. Like, it's like a kilo of flour, Really, it's hurting my personal life, you know, basically because now I curse more than I ever have in my entire life. You know, this job, it's the reverse effect, and I don't mind so much, except it's happening at inopportune times, you know. It'll be like, hey, happy fucking birthday, Tyler. Why don't you blow out the goddamn candles and I'll give you your gift, you little ass face. What? And there's no reason, Tyler. Tyler's nice, and you know it's doubly dangerous because now, you know, I'm at the age my friends are starting to have kids, you know, and you hang out with them, you can't curse around the kids, and you know, my one friend, it's amazing how they've reformed. I can't believe, you know, like my friend is a 2-year-old, and like we used to watch football all the time, and he's a Jet fan, so he's used to cursing at the television, and you know, but now, you know, like we go there and he's completely done a 180, you know, and like he still curses at the game and stuff, but now like he substitutes the curses with like nonsensical words. It's basically like watching football with Dr. Seuss. He's like, oh, you schmigeggity boo, you fumbled the ball, you're the worst for larfing player on the team. For you, we should trade a giant can of lemonade and a bazumba filled with cream. And meanwhile, his son's like, Dad, we shut the fuck up, I'm trying to watch the game here. We just fumbled. He's your friend, ass face. I don't know what to But that's not the main reason my sister has brain damaged me with all this music. Not just show tunes, cheesy music. When growing up, we grew up in Long Island. When my sister woke up, she would put on Z100, Z Morning Zoo, PLJ, and play like the worst. I mean, like REO, Speedwagon, Air Supply, all this 80s stuff. And then she would monopolize the bathroom and lock me out. So I'd be forced to listen to this, right? And when I say monopolize the bathroom, she'd be in there an hour, and let me tell you something. I think my sister single-handedly destroyed the ozone layer because she would empty a can of hairspray with the door closed, and there would be so much hairspray in there. By the time I got in there, I would freeze like Han Solo. She'd open the door, she'd be like, I'm out. I'd be like, well, it's about and I'd be frozen listening to like fucking Wham or something, you know. So this is, you know, it's hard to be dad. I mean, you know, it's like, you don't know what your kids are fucking doing. I could have had a coke lab in my basement for all my parents. And I think about what kind of dad I might be, and what really scares me, I might become as one of those evil sports dads that you see out there. I mean, you've seen these guys. Like, I was watching a Little League game, and Jesus, this kid was up, and this big moment, base loaded, and his parents were up there standing, they were clapping, they're like, oh, come on. Kid strikes out, and his dad fucking let him have it. He's like, asshole! Timmy, you suck! You're worthless! And your mother's a whore! That kind of scares me because, you know, I'm a pretty laid-back guy, but if someone gets to sports, you know, Yankees, whatever, I'm throwing shit at the TV, blah, 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 and, you know, I could become one of these sports guys. I don't think I'd be like that guy so much. I'd be more like the subtle, underlying, like, you know, mental abuse. You know, you drive home, the kid has a bad game. You know. Hey, you're really strung out there, Tommy. highest allowance on the team. We paid them. We could come through every now and again, you know. So, I mean, at least that I can relate, you know. Like, what if my kid's like a super prodigy genius, you know, like one of those spelling bee champions? I mean, like, how do you become a spelling bee evil dad? I don't have the mental capacity to be that. Like, what are you gonna say to your kid after a bad bee? Or, who the fuck spells pre-polysorbitane with a Z? Thank you there. I mean, fucking Indian kid may go in a jackass. I just wanted to know. You got couch though. You spelled out right in the first round. Good job. But basically, you can't. I mean, the kid will win every argument because obviously he's probably going to be much smarter than you are, right? I mean, how are you going to win any argument like that? The kid can just come back at you and be like, but father, my son's English. But, I totally object to your hindrance of my scholastic endeavors. You must cease and desist post-haste. No, I'm not. I mean, I don't know what you're saying. Even in this round.